It was 50 years ago in 1964 that an act of Congress declared bourbon America's only native spirit. And although bourbon first became popular in the 1800s, this may be the best time to be a bourbon drinker.
Most of Kentucky's bourbons have been around for decades, even centuries. But one whippersnapper is Town Branch Bourbon from Lexington, a distillery from a company that was better known for brewing beer. Mark Kaufman is a master distiller leading tastings of Town Branch tonight at Haymarket Whiskey Bar. Welcome.
Well, thank you,
Thanks for being
How
here.
do you like to be called a whippersnapper?
Well, it's nice when I'm over 50. It's great to hear that. So, yeah.
Because when we think of bourbon and distilleries, we think of dating way back. But as far as the bourbon business, fairly new to the game, right?
Yeah, we're fairly new to it. We started distilling in 2008, and it was part of our hobby that we do for our corporate image is that the owner of the company is Irish. And he's always had ambition and always loved brewing and distilling. So this really falls into that pocket so we can start doing both those operations.
There was a beep. That must mean something's done, right, Laura?
Yes, I think so. It's steaming. So you're going to make a cocktail with some Irish flavor,
Yeah, what we're
right?
going to do is I'm going to make it's similar to an Irish coffee. This is a coffee-infused bourbon. And what we do is we'll put about a third of our Bluegrass Sundown into a glass. And with that, we'll add another 2/3 boiling hot water, and we'll top it up. And you want this drink hot. So that'll mix together. Then after that point, we'll add some heavy whipping cream, and we'll layer it over the top. And what that does, I'm sorry.
Let's do it. That spoon there.
And what you want is about a 1/4 inch
Boy, that's pretty.
of cream to the top, and that's a Bluegrass Sundown.
Boy, that's nice. And what was that you poured in?
It's Bluegrass Sundown. It's a coffee-infused sugary drink. It's got some caramelized sugars in there, some coffee that we import from Haiti, and then also our bourbons in there.
Oh, my gosh. Well, let's talk about some of the bourbons that you brought here. Let's talk about those because you have rye. I see Town Branch.
Yeah. Well, Town Branch, it's our bourbons on the far side there. And that's a 72% corn, 15% malt, and 13% rye. We started making that in 2008. We started distributing that about a year ago. Then also we started with Pierce Lyons Reserve, named after the founder of our company, and that's 100% malt. It's interesting about that, most of the distilleries got away from making malt whiskey up to Prohibition and basically stopped. And after that point, everyone converted mostly over to bourbon at that point because the grains were a little bit cheaper and they started going to corn. So then we've also started, back in 2009, we started making a rye whiskey. And rye whiskey was a very popular whiskey, and that was one of the first whiskeys that George Washington had developed at Mount Vernon.
And they're all coming back.
Yeah.
Huh.
And I love your beers. First thing I had to say, your Bourbon Barrel Stout, that is my all-time favorite beer.
That's a very nice
Which
beer.
one is that?
The Bourbon Barrel Stout. I think it's right down there.
Oh, down
yes,
here. Okay.
I love stouts, but yeah, that is such a good beer.
That's a nice stout, very nice. It's nice creamy flavor. But it's also got a robust coffee flavor too. It's also our Haitian coffee beans going to that too.
Well, you've said that a couple times with the Haitian beans. Now, tonight, if they come to the Haymarket Whiskey Bar, what's going to be happening?
What they're going to be doing is tasting our whiskeys, our Town Branch bourbon, our malt whiskey, and also Town Branch rye.
All right.
Fun
Miss
times.
Laura, belly up.
I know, I do. I want to take a little sip of that. But then also want to point out, we think of these distilleries, I think of like, Maker's Mark and Loretto, off the beaten path. You all are Metro, right there in Lexington.
Right downtown Lexington.
So that's pretty handy for people.
1/4 mile from Rough Arena, so very easy to get to. We're also on the Bourbon Trail, so you can either stop or start in Louisville or Lexington. So we like to bring a lot of those visitors in through there.
Sure.
All right, very good. Well, thank you so much. We appreciate it. And again, he's going to be leading tastings tonight at the Haymarket Whiskey Bar in downtown Louisville. That is starting at 9 o'clock. Is that not right? Wait a minute. Tell me. Okay.
7:30 for the bourbon.
All right, so the Bourbon Society, tell me again.
The nucleus.
The Nucleus on Market. The Nucleus on Market. 7:30. The Nucleus on Market at 7:30. That's where you need to be going tonight. We're changing it up right now.
And the website is townbranchbourbon.com.